Hello, I'm Dr. Adam Files-Moore, and I'm a co-chair of the Maldorth 2 RDA working group. Today I'm going to introduce PRISM, the platform for research infrastructure synergy mapping. PRISM is a web-based tool designed to help researchers discover and understand how digital research tools interact across the entire research data lifecycle. You can access the current live version using the QR code that is currently displayed. Why do we need PRISM? Well, the research data landscape is complex. There are hundreds of digital tools available, from data collection platforms to preservation repositories. But it's really difficult to know which tools work together, how they integrate, and where they fit in your research workflow. And that's where PRISM comes in. We're building a comprehensive map of tool interactions across the stages of the research data lifecycle that we defined in the first Maldorth RDA working group. So just a brief overview, the Maldorth lifecycle model is stages that are taken from many different research data lifecycle models. Then they were harmonized, and we got these stages here. Starting with conceptualize, plan, collect, process, analyze, store, publish, preserve, share, access, transform, and then it's a cycle back to conceptualize. Each stage contains multiple tools. So for example, in plan, we have three sub-stages, subtypes of tools: data management planning, project planning, and combined DMP projects. And then inside those tool categories for the stage, there are examples. And again, all of this is work that you can access from the first Maldorth working group outputs. In the current version of PRISM, we have all of the tools from that first working group. You can examine all of the tools for a particular stage, and each of the tools you can view individually. You can add interactions, view the current interactions, and you can edit the details of the tool. If you want to understand the various components of the research data lifecycle and the tools that we have various visualizations built into PRISM. We have the initial overview of the research data lifecycle. And again, each of these tools linked to the live entry in the PRISM system. You can also view visualizations that are based on all of the information stored in PRISM. So here we have the collect and each of the tools for collect. At any time on the PRISM homepage, you can see the interactions that have been created, the tools, you can export them, and again we have an overview of the research data lifecycle stages. You can add an interaction or you can view the interactions. So let's have a quick look at adding a new interaction. Each interaction has a source and a target, an interaction type, and again these interaction types are being defined by the current Maldoror 2 working group. The interaction has a life cycle stage, a description. We can capture the technical details, benefits, challenges, examples, and then there's some metadata around who has entered the tool or how to contact the person who's responsible for the tool, and again your name if you're entering it. Each of the fields has a tooltip so that you understand what particular information we are looking to capture. And the level of detail that we have helps researchers understand not just that tools connect, but how they connect, and then whether that'll work for their needs. The idea behind PRISM is that it's a community-driven interaction capture. All the PRISM data is openly accessible. You can export the entire catalogue and all the interactions as CSV. We also have APIs. And you can see if you go onto the information structures, the schema for the database, the relationships and so on, and the fields for the CSV, and of course, again, the research data lifecycle stages from Maldoror. And here we have, for those stages, the definition from the first working group. PRISM is in Postgres, SQLite. It's a Flask system, and it sits under an Apache 2 license in GitHub. So that's a basic overview of PRISM, a platform to discover, understand, and document how research data tools interact. If you're a researcher trying to find the right tools, a tool developer wanting to highlight integrations, or an infrastructure provider mapping your ecosystem, we hope that PRISM provides the comprehensive view you need. We invite you to explore the catalogue, add interactions you know about, share feedback on what's useful or missing, and join our RDA Maldrith 2 working group. And again, you can access the current live version of PRISM. Use this QR code, and that will take you directly there.